Hey everybody, this is Erica, and you're listening to the Tales Untold podcast, the show that knows no bounds for the paranormal and unexplained. It's made for the people who love when things go bump in the night.
Hello and welcome back to Tales Untold. I'm Wyatt.
I'm Erica.
On October 30th, 2024, there was a UAP off the coast of Yemen, which was hit with a Hellfire missile, and it appeared to just bounce off of the UAP.
Now, I saw the video.
It made a lot of news headlines.
It doesn't appear to have bounced to me. It looks like it went straight through, and some pieces of whatever it hit flew off.
I don't know if that was the case because I saw the video as well. I mean, it was very famous. But, like, what it looked like to me was some disc, circular object just flying, or
Right.
I don't even know. And then it got hit with the Hellfire missile. The Hellfire missile kind of went down.
Well, yeah, the missile got kind of redirected, but it didn't bounce off.
Well, then what would you say happened? Because
it went through, and its line of travel got altered.
But if it went through, why would it get altered?
I know that sounds like a really fancy way to say bounced off, but bouncing off to me,
you're probably thinking of like a bouncy ball or something like that.
It causes no damage, essentially. So it's like throwing a bouncy ball at a windshield, right? It's gonna try to come back in the way it came, right?
Right.
That's not what that missile did. It continued going. It kind of curved to the side a little bit, but it continued.
Okay, so I'm going to use your example real quick. You throw a bouncy ball at a car window.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's going to try to come back the way it came.
Typically, yeah.
But it doesn't. So then you also just said that the missile hit it and changed its
trajectory. Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes, but also there were little pieces that whatever line of vision we were using to look at everything in black and white, there were little pieces that fell off the back.
Can we say for sure that that is pieces of the UAP and not the Hellfire missile?
It didn't explode. So what pieces would have come off?
Well, like what pieces would have came off that circular thing?
Well, that depends on what the circular thing was.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
So, I just think the word bounced implies that it didn't cause damage, when I think that it did.
I'm going to watch the video again, but I'm also going to look up the definition of bounced.
It just feels like too strong of a word for the action that happened. I know what they're trying to say. But if I did not see that video, I would have assumed that bullet was going straight and then basically almost turned around and came back.
Like a boomerang?
Almost. Yeah. Like, you know, like in cartoons when a bullet hits something and it bounces off and it does like that 90-degree turn and it goes pew back in the direction, right?
In a cartoon.
I just want you to create the visual.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just trying to create the visual in your head. So that's when it says bounces off. That is what I expected that missile to do. But that's not what it did. It looks like it went through whatever it was, and some pieces of whatever it hit fell down.
I'm going to look at the video real quick, once again.
You see the little pieces? And it almost didn't even change its line of path. Its trajectory. Like, it almost wasn't even affected.
I see the little pieces, but it almost seems like it does seem like that it came off of the
And it definitely
UAP.
hit it. Right. I mean, it definitely hit it, and it, like, tweaked out a little bit, and it, like, did, like, a little wiggle wiggle, and then it kept going.
The missile didn't really change.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it barely moved.
So I have it slowed down right now. It looks like it hits the back of whatever this is
Mm-hmm.
and breaks 3 little pieces off, but the 3 pieces look like they stay relatively
Well, it's still moving.
flying.
It's still
Yeah.
moving. See, and the problem I had with the video is that it ends. So you're telling me the military saw something glowing. They didn't know what it was. They fired at it, and it continued moving, and they did not follow it?
Well, the thing about this is, you know how I said it happened last October?
Mm.
Supposedly this video was leaked. People are using the word released, but I've also seen headlines say leaked.
Yeah,
And
I
this
saw
was
I saw whistleblower
what is
thrown
that?
around. That's somebody within a company that tells the authorities about wrongdoing that happens, and it's actually like a thing so that you cannot get in trouble in any way by that company by being a whistleblower.
I see.
So one thing I want to ask, because I'm not huge into the whole political thing, is why were there US drones armed with Hellfire missiles off the coast of Yemen?
Well, it says that the glowing orb thing was being tracked by US military MQ-9 Reaper drones. So does that have
They were already out there. I'm pretty sure something else that I read said that the military was out there actively shooting down drones that were being sent, trying to be sent into Yemen. So the US
interesting?
was there attempting to protect Yemen.
So the Reaper drones do have the Hellfire missiles.
Yes. Yes, the M I have it written down somewhere. The MQ-9 Reaper drone. So it's manned by a person somewhere on land or remote. It's it's what is the word I want? It's driven remotely. Those are the words I want. Operated remotely. There it is. Woo!
So the drones with the missiles are operated remotely, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, these missiles go at 995 miles per hour. Their range is 550 to 12,030 yards. It was developed for anti-war use, later developed for precision drone strikes against other target types, especially high-value targets. Trying to see how big it is.
I also wrote down some fun facts. These missiles can defeat tanks, armored personal carriers, and bunkers. So
What was that thing?
But that's what's interesting to me is that this thing must not have been solid or not a strong material.
The like glowing orb.
Yes. Because it seemed to have gone through it.
But wouldn't it have just like there was nothing that I know of or that I've seen anybody try and compare it to that like something like a missile would be able to just go through it and it's still.
So I have one, but it doesn't really explain the glowing. So some drones can actually be made from styrofoam.
So you think it was
No, that's not what I said. I'm giving you an alternate material that a drone could have been made out of. So like I said, it doesn't explain the glowing. I suppose it could be a drone that was glowing, needed light or something so that its operator could see where it was going. Which is why I'm curious to see where this orb ended up. Like, why does this video end before we see what happens to that orb?
that's classified.
exactly. So, like, did we follow it? Do we know where it went? Do we know what it was?
Do we have it in our possession? Well, not our possession, but
the powers that be. I don't even want to say our government. The powers that be. I'm gonna call it that.
So apparently the missile is 6 feet long. That's a really big.
Yeah, that's a big.
So that's like launching a person at something. So that orb was a pretty decent size.
I don't know, that missile looked really big next to it. The way that it went through.
Like, it also didn't at the same time.
So I'm gonna say that orb was probably no more than maybe 8 feet wide.
It was definitely bigger than whatever. Like, it was definitely bigger than the missile.
Yeah, but not by too much.
I'm just wondering what this was.
Definitely. And I saw was it Congress that was talking about it, and they were asking all of the political people if they were scared by this.
What did they say?
They said yes. But I don't know. It seems odd.
I don't know if I'm necessarily scared by it. I'm a little like, so this happened and it went under everyone's radar for so long, like almost an entire year. Nobody saw it.
But you have to wonder how many times this actually happens. Because we are still hearing about all of these unidentified objects that pilots are seeing all over the place, military or not.
Yeah, imagine how many like people report on what like UAPs there are. Imagine how many don't get reported on.
I have an idea of what it was.
What?
The sky amoebas. That's why it wasn't affected. That's why the bomb didn't explode.
But then that's saying that the sky amoebas exist.
Honestly, weirder things have happened. I wouldn't doubt it. Like why not? Like, why can new life not be created on Earth? Like a new life form. Why not? Things are constantly changing. Our atmosphere, the temperature is changing. Things are changing. They always have, they always will. So why can there not be new life? In the form of bacteria, not like, another being like us.
Sky amoebas just seem so, I don't know. Like they could exist.
Because it was literally just energy, wasn't it? I don't really remember the episode, honestly.
You don't remember the sky amoebas?
It was. I know. I remember them, but I don't remember exactly what they were supposedly made out of.
It was like
it was energy from rockets leaving the atmosphere or something, right? Yeah, and like entering. Yeah,
something else.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's essentially energy. So, they're over the skies of Yemen trying to shoot down all of these other drones that are trying to cause havoc. And
the sky amoebas are, or
no. Like the U.S. has our, the Reaper drones up in the sky,
right?
And then other countries, I forget who they said had launched stuff at the Yemen that night, but so there's basically like a drone sky battle happening, right?
Yeah.
So you have all of these drones in the sky that are putting out all of this energy, right? And all of this fuel into the sky, and who knows what other chemicals. So maybe this orb was just a collection of all of that.
So how would a bunch of this fuel turn into a creature of sorts?
Because that's what the creature feeds off of. Like, it's not a creature. It's not a living thing that has a brain and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go mess with the humans, ha ha ha. Like, that's not the type of living I'm talking about. I'm talking about an organism that is like barely visible. But with their instruments, they were able to see it as a glowing orb. And when they fired at it, it broke off into pieces because they essentially just, cut it in half or cut it into pieces.
I'm not really with.
It makes sense, I promise. It makes sense. Ask somebody sciencey. They'll explain it better than me.
I have seen, or I'm seeing right now, a news headline that says, "We're being lied to. Lawmakers seek answers after video shows UFO still flying after hit from Hellfire missile."
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it didn't explode. So if it was just a collection of the energy that this amoeba was able to gather, right? And it's glowing because it's emitting the energy from this fuel, right? That's in the air. All of these toxins or whatever that these drones, I don't know, the drones might be electric. I have no idea. But they're also combusting things, right? They're blowing up the other drones. So there's stuff in the air. So maybe that's all that it was.
was what?
A collection of crap from them blowing things up. Tell you, I'm not sciencey, but it makes sense in my head. Especially with the space amoebas. Like they're in the higher up atmosphere there, and they collect and they glow. Right? Because they're catching fire in the upper atmosphere. Maybe the same thing was happening in that area. And I believe it was at night, right? It was at night.
What?
The incident, October 30th. It was at
I
night,
don't know.
right?
It's in black and white.
Yeah. I'm going to guess it was at night because it was glowing. So easier to see something glowing at night, right? So the temperature drops. So maybe it mimicked the upper atmosphere better. I'm reaching out on limbs here, man. Don't look at me like that.
I'm not really catching on.
Hopefully somebody does. It can explain it better because I'm not doing a good job because I'm not sciencey. I have a very minimal grasp of science. But I feel like that would explain why it just like broke apart and kept going.
Is your amoeba conspiracies?
Yeah.
The kitty.
Because, I mean, if it was an alien spaceship, right, of some kind, why didn't it fight back? Why didn't it just simply disappear? Why was it there in the first place? Like, that seems like a really bad slip up. To be like, oh no, they saw us! And then, like, they're trying to scamper away.
Who
like,
says that they would need to fight back, though? Like,
dude, somebody shoots at you. What are you gonna do? And you have weapons.
Well,
let's say you have weapons, right?
Let's say that they don't have weapons. What are you supposed to do?
The hell are they
Run
doing
away.
there when they're firing weapons? They're shooting down drones. What are you doing there?
I think
if they have if they can travel through space, I feel like that's a really, really, really dumb move.
Well, that's if we're talking about the stereotypical aliens.
Dude, they travel through space!
Us as humans believe that aliens would be in space and can travel the cosmos, but what if they've been here all along? What if they've always been a part of Earth and they're not really aliens, they're just something we haven't fully understood or discovered yet as humans because they've been kept secret?
That's even wilder than my space amoebas.
How?
Aliens aren't aliens. Dun dun dun.
I mean, we really don't know. We don't know about the sky amoebas.
They're Atlanteans?
No, probably not. But like a new, I don't even know what you'd call it. Like, I don't think it's a new shark species, but like, there's only 7% of the ocean discovered? Maybe less. So maybe they are like...
I think that's because they discovered most of it is basically a desert. Nothing lives there.
But they aren't able to go...
Oh, they can, but there's no point. There's nothing there.
They cannot go that far down.
Well, down maybe, but like there's a lot of the ocean that's just sand. Like it's literally a desert. Which is
Yeah,
kind of
no,
why
but
they
like
don't care.
the creatures that live in it, like how would people not care about what lives in the depths, the deep, dark ocean?
I don't know. It seems to be easier to go up than down.
Well, yeah, but
I
that's
don't
because of the
know.
pressure.
I don't know.
I think that like we stereo wait, we have an idea of aliens in our head, but I think we have an idea of aliens in our head. So I think us trying to sit here and say that, oh, this doesn't go by what aliens are. We don't know what aliens are. We don't even know if they exist. We only go off of conspiracies, videos, Project Blue Book.
I tell you what, if somebody dropped me somewhere that I did not know, whether it was on Earth or not, and I saw things blowing up and I heard loud noises and I see big flashing lights, you know where I'm not gonna go? Towards the flashing lights and the big booms.
Who's to say where this orb was at the time? Maybe
That's why the drones were there. They were, because it wasn't just a singular drone that was flying around in the Yemen sky.
no, but this is one of those incidents where we don't know what happened before or after. We only know what happened during.
Well, I'm pretty
And
sure.
we don't even know that entirely.
I remember reading in the article that there was. I'm hesitating to call it an airstrike because I don't think that's the right words. But there were U.S. drones, multiple of these Reaper drones in the sky
Right.
that were shooting down multiple other enemy drones. So it's not like this was a single Reaper drone that was just, surveilling the area and it saw an anomaly and it fired at it. That's not the case. There were multiple things in the sky at the same time.
What if the other things in the sky were whatever this glowing orb thing was?
Then why was there only one
Only one what?
glowing orb?
Because they took the other ones down. And we only saw what the video showed.
Then why would that person leak that video if there was only, there would have been more video? And if
Would
that
there have
person
been?
only leaked that, then their intelligence level is just as low as that alien flying through through a fight. It doesn't make sense.
I don't think it's supposed to.
No, it's definitely weird. I feel like we're finding more and more strange things in the sky. I don't know if that's because we're spending more time up there. Because even over my house, I'm finding a lot more planes are going overhead than they used to, even 5 years ago. There are more
Like
planes of all
commercial
kinds.
planes?
Planes
Oh.
of all kinds. Because I live pretty close to an Air Force base, too. So, I do see military planes, I see commercial planes, I see helicopters. There has been an uptick in aerial flight in the last 5 years.
I haven't noticed much. I get the occasional fighter jets fly over my house.
Well, granted, 5 years ago you were 12.
Yeah, but I mean since
you were less interested in those things.
I mean, whenever I've heard an airplane, I've always looked up.
Yeah, I do
it.
the same thing, but that's kind of why I've noticed. And then they're also a lot lower lately. So I don't know if maybe they put an airport in somewhere close by. But again, we're spending more time in the air because they put in a new airport, which means that more people are flying, so they needed more planes. Know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's as strange as you're saying, it seems.
I'm not saying that it's exactly strange. I'm saying that we're spending more time in the sky, therefore we're seeing strange things in the sky more. It's a cause effect.
I think if we spent more time anywhere, if we spent more time in the ocean, we'd also see strange things.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Okay.
So it may not necessarily be that these things are suddenly there. It may just be that we are suddenly there more often. So
Yeah, that makes
so we're
sense.
closer and therefore we see them more. Where it might not be something that we see from the ground. Aside from that weird like stick figure thing I saw in the sky 20 years ago. Oh my god. Oh, that really oh Oh,
I didn't even have to do the math.
oh, that really was almost 20 years ago. Jesus. Yikes. That's gross.
So I don't really have an opinion on this video because there isn't really anything to go off of. It's very, if anything, I feel like I would describe it as
unusual.
Almost like concerning, because like nobody has any idea what it is. Nobody's theorizing. Everybody's like, what is this?
It's a UAP.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
No, unidentified anomalous phenomena.
I thought it was aerial.
No, anomalous.
I'm pretty sure it's aerial. Hold on. Why did they change it again?
Because we're living in a Mandela effect and it used to be aerial.
UFO. Because I remember we used to say that.
We talked about it. I remember.
UFO, unidentified flying object, the most famous one. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And now unidentified anomalous phenomenon.
Oh, so it's also aerial?
Yeah, so I guess it just changed.
I think the anomalous is the actual military term. I think that's what the military officially uses when they don't know what it is.
I think UFO was the most cut and dry, plain and simple. Everyone knows what it is.
We have this conversation every time we talk about something in the sky.
But they changed it again.
I know, but UFO has like a negative stigma. Like there's that, oh, you saw a UFO, like it's almost a bad thing. Or like people get laughed at because they'll say something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they originally changed it for people to take it seriously.
But now they changed it again.
Well, I guess. I don't know.
There's another UFO, UAP, whatever you want to call it.
Wow.
That was back in August. It was a triangular black ship in the sky. Very clear video, multiple angles. And it just randomly flashes like a white light. I'm not entirely sure what this is.
It looks like what is that? Is it the stealth bomber that's shaped in the V like that? Right? The stealth bomber isn't it shaped in a triangle like that? It's not exactly like that. I agree.
Well,
but
people are saying that it's most likely a TR-3B. Is that what you're thinking of?
I don't know. Sure. It definitely looks like that. Like that to me looks like a man-made military piece of equipment.
I agree. But what's even scarier is the TR-3B is a conspiracy theory thing. Like, it's thought to be a government top secret spacecraft that they use. Hold on.
Okay, so it's a real thing that people believe has a second job?
No. People only speculate that this is real. There's no actual photos of it.
Oh, so what did you just show me?
What people
believe it to look like?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why everything looks, a little bit different.
that I was thinking of.
But it's
Is
literally
this
just.
thing.
Oh yeah, those I know are real. I've seen those in person.
Right. So yes, it is a stealth bomber. B2. So I was thinking it could be a stealth bomber that is
A very weird angle.
a newer model.
Newer model.
Like, you know how every newer model of a car kind of looks a little different? The body is shaped a little different, and like they just keep changing things a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe they just revamped it. Maybe they changed something. They found out that something worked better. Maybe they found something, or
I mean, that's not
it
that
literally
far-fetched.
exactly. It's almost the same shape. They just completed the end. Like
Yeah.
it's really not that far off. Or it really is a test vehicle by the military, and some dumbass drove it too close to the ground. Like somebody took it for a joyride and they shouldn't have, and now they're fired or dead.
Probably the second one.
Right. So,
Because it was only spotted at one place. Because it was only spotted at one place.
Where was it? Nevada?
I have no idea.
Oh.
But
because I couldn't find that video. I was trying to look it up so I could watch it again, but I couldn't find it.
Dubbed the mysterious anti-gravity spy plane.
Oh, jeez.
So
anti-gravity.
I don't see any real pictures of this thing besides if in the video that is what it is. But
and there's only one video of this thing?
Well, from different angles.
Oh, I see.
But it looks the exact same.
I see.
I
was going to call it suspicious if there was literally only one video and it was the same. That would be suspicious to me. But multiple people seeing it from videoing it from multiple makes sense.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is just a conspiracy theory by people like this ship because I don't see any real pictures of it.
I mean,
it's just all models of what people like. Like every picture is a little bit different.
Well, maybe it's based on truth. But honestly, like, if it really is based on truth, people need to shut their face because that is a military plane that is designed to protect you.
Is it though?
In theory, like, why would they attack us?
Not attack.
Where do you think they get their? Where do you think they get their test subjects? Where do you think they get their money? Us. Why would they attack us? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. There's a lot of shady stuff that happens.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I'm saying that they're not going to bomb us.
I'm going to be honest. I'd almost rather this be a UAP.
Why?
Because if this is like just the ship itself is a conspiracy, like a conspiracy about the government, someone sees it in the sky, that proves that government conspiracy is true. So out of all the other conspiracies about the government, what else is true? What else are they hiding? What else is hidden? That is what makes it scary to me. Like it being a UAP, I think, oh cool, maybe it's an alien. But it being something that resembles a government conspiracy, it almost makes it scarier.
I see what you're saying, but there is a point where government secrets are needed. And we've talked about this before too.
I don't disagree with that, but there are some pretty scary...
I don't believe that to be an anti-gravity...
I don't even know what that...
It doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, we don't have that technology. Like, I'm sure maybe it's an electric plane and they're testing it, or like an electric, I don't want to use the word plane, that's not the right word, an electric bomber, right? So maybe they built an electric, I keep calling it a plane, flying device, and they're testing it. Like, okay, that's their job. They are supposed to innovate. They are supposed to change things. And if you have an electric flying apparatus, it's going to be a whole lot quieter than a jet.
Yeah.
Like, and probably even a stealth bomber. Like, it's going to make almost zero noise. You ever
Although it
driven by
does
a
have
Tesla? It's weird.
silent.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't like Teslas.
You hear like a little whir of the wheels and the gears spinning,
Yeah.
but that's not even the engine. That's the gears spinning that the engine is making it move. It's weird. It's weird.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think I'd rather believe this to be a UAP.
I understand your reasoning, but I don't think that is a negative issue.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think that being a real. What is the word I'm looking for? Plane is not the word. A real aircraft. There it is. I don't think that being a real aircraft is as scary as you think. Because just because one conspiracy is true doesn't mean they all are. You know
No,
what I
but it
mean?
almost like it just opens up the question a lot more. What else
Yeah.
is hidden?
Yeah. I'd be
'Cause,
more
like-
concerned if we found like some sort of hybrid creature and that was discovered to be real and made in a lab. That would worry me. That would be concerning. But
that
this
would be
is
like, okay, what else are they testing on?
But this just seems like they're testing a new technology. Like, that's not something that we always need to know about. And that's not
Yeah.
always something that the public is going to understand.
Because I completely agree that something should be kept secret from the public. But it seems like a lot is that maybe shouldn't be.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I think, like, obviously this would probably be built for some sort of like
Defense.
protection,
Defense,
yeah,
yeah.
defense purpose. And I feel like it would be better if this was kept secret, so like any possible opponents or oppositions or enemies, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to know and try and counteract against
Right.
something so advanced.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this thing's real, like, those people need to keep their mouth shut.
It looks pretty cool.
Because then anybody that's an enemy of anyone is going to try to copy that, and they're gonna figure out how they're gonna reverse engineer it. You know, like it could cause other problems
Yeah.
that nobody needs. So shh. Stop posting. Yeah, it looks a whole lot like a stealth bomber though.
I see it.
Or even the Nighthawk, actually. It's got like a little thing right here. Like, really, all you have to do is connect those pieces in the back there.
I think it kind of looks like. Have you ever seen the movie Home?
Mm-mm.
It's like a little purple alien animated movie. I think it looks like the Gorg's ship a little bit,
Yeah.
which is like the bad guy of the movie.
I know of the movie, I just didn't watch it.
Another UAP thing. This one's kind of short, kind of explained in a way, but it's definitely mysterious.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I know I've showed you this video before and I've sent it to you. The Texas-sized anomaly.
If ever AI was involved.
It actually wasn't AI.
I know, but it looks really weird. Like, it's very sketchy. And like, how do you know that it's not AI?
Because there's an app. Hold on. It's explained. So, it was a brief large-scale wave anomaly reported in April 2024 by the Vantusky meteorological app that appeared larger than Texas off the coast of Africa and vanished within 24 hours. So there's this app that I assume showed you meteorology stuff.
Mm-hmm.
and that anomaly popped up underwater, and the company came out and said it was caused by a temporary model error in the software, and subsequent analysis showed there was no actual physical anomaly. The event generated widespread online speculation, with theories ranging from a glitch to paranormal phenomenon, before being debunked as a software fault. So it was simply a app.
So it was just a malfunction. So it wasn't anything at all.
That's what they said.
Let me see the video again. It's been a while.
All right.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
No, I totally believe that to be a glitch in their system. Because there's other things that it's showing you. Unless somebody edited that video, which is possible. You can see that, like, the rest of it is reacting around it. Like, it's there. Like, there's like waves or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I don't know what the app is
representing.
entirely.
Well, like, it's supposed to show you the weather, like things that are happening in weather. So that's a huge storm that's rolling through. So in that instance, it looks like that black part should be the orange and the red like it is on the right. But for whatever reason, the data didn't transfer. But everything else did. Like, there's little ripples that go through that are maybe showing, like, line of travel or something.
Yeah.
The trajectory of the storm. And, like, those are all still there over the anomaly. So, like, that does look just like an issue with their system.
I would agree entirely, but there's just something about it that's, I don't know,
And then, like, where would it go?
further under the water.
That's big.
I know.
And if that's supposed to be, what, a spaceship? Picked up by a meteorologist barometer? Is that what they're called? Barometers? Something that reads the weather?
I'm not sure what it's called, but
like, it just seems weird that a spaceship a spaceship would show up on something like that, or a ship of any kind. So you're saying that it could pick up an airplane?
no, I think it's specifically for, like, the water.
Well, it was
Like,
showing
whatever the app
weather.
is.
It was showing weather, which I guess technically is water. So it's going to show you the rainstorms. It's going to show you where the winds are going. It's going to show you which way it's going. So why is it picking up a ship? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
So the fact that it's just a glitch in their system makes more sense to me.
But how are you supposed to explain the unexplained? Like, I don't know what it is, or, like, what it could be. Like, I think it was probably just a software
I mean, not
error.
everything can be paranormal. You know what I mean?
Well, not everything is paranormal. Like,
Yeah, that's
none
what I'm
of the
saying.
alien stuff
Like,
is really.
not all of it is something that we don't understand. Like, some people are just looking for a
There's
fight.
just like 1% of me that's like,
What if?
yeah.
I agree. That's
'Cause, like,
possible.
There's so many things that get covered up and swept under the rug, never to be looked at again.
Yeah.
I don't see this as being one of those,
I don't either.
but I could see it as. Like, I have no idea what would
That's what
be
I'm saying.
almost the size of Texas. Like, that is huge.
If you were showing me maybe a satellite radar of, I don't know, showing you where all the planes are at any given time. If you were showing me something like that, and then there was like this huge anomaly like that, okay, sure, it's something flying in the sky. But why would it just be a black mass when it's trying to show you the weather?
I don't know.
Like, it's just going to show you how thick the clouds are in a certain spot. It's going to show you what the wind is doing in a certain spot. Like, it's looking for things in the atmosphere that aren't tangible, if you will. It's like water and temperature and pressure. It's not looking for material. But I guess you could argue that that's why it was black, because it couldn't register it. But that means it would have had to have interrupted the storm and moved the clouds?
I'm not entirely sure how the app works. I'm not entirely sure what it's for, so I can't really agree or disagree or...
It's for weather.
I don't know what the extent
Like, you know, the
of it is.
meteorologists on the news that show you, like, their little patterns of what's happening?
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
I'm gonna look up the app so I can get a full... So, it doesn't really make sense for when you, like, said... Like, oh, why doesn't it pick up on a plane then? Why would it pick up on a plane?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so a plane is made of, you know, metal, fiberglass, plastics, what have you. Some sort of spaceship is also going to be made of, I'm sure, similar materials, right? Something hard, something tangible. But what it's measuring is water, pressure, temperature, not things that are, you know, that you use for a plane. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
It does just seem like a software glitch. Like,
yeah.
Even more now, because, like... I don't know. It doesn't, like, for an app like that, it doesn't make sense.
No.
For something like
it's
that
not
to
sensitive
appear.
enough to pick up tangible things like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, that's not what it's for. That's why I said, if you were showing me, like, a satellite imagery that was tracking airplanes, and then there was a weird anomaly like that, cool, I'm on board. Like, there's something weird happening. You got me. I'm hooked. But in this case, that's not what it's designed for.
It's just for weather, so it wouldn't make much sense why the anomaly picked up like that.
It was a school of space amoebas. And then they dove into the ocean. It's a good theory.
Is it?
That's all I got. Other than it's not real. It was just a glitch in the system.
I don't know what it is. I can't prove it or anything, but there's just still... There's like 1% of me that's still like... I don't know.
Holding on.
Like, it doesn't make sense. But maybe it's not supposed to.
Any other aerial phenomenon?
Not as of right now, or in recent times, or that's been leaked from later times.
Yeah. Earlier times? Time.
It's a made-up concept.
Time confuses me. I think that might do it for episode 3. 3? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Wyatt.
I'm Erica.
This is Tales Untold.
Thanks for listening.